Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to draft a raglan neckline or a raglan sleeve. So a raglan sleeve is always together with a raglan neckline. It is a type of neckline or a type of sleeve that has an inbuilt sleeve. So instead of having a regular armhole like this, you're going to have a armhole that is going to be coming across the chest from the neckline area. So what you need for this, you need your basic sleeve pattern. I already have mine here. I have the front and the back. So if you cannot draft a basic sleeve pattern, I have a video on that already. I'm going to be dropping the link in the description box, so kindly check it out. So here is the front pattern. It's going to be the back pattern. So to draft this particular neckline or sleeve, you're going to need a wider piece of paper. After your basic bodice pattern, you're going to need enough space around it, because remember, we are going to be creating the sleeve together. So the sleeve is going to be extending from the shoulder to this part. You draft it before you cut it out. Do you understand? It's just this upper part around your arm. Okay, same thing applies to the back pattern. So we'll start from the front, and I'll be working with my pencil. I'll suggest you work with your pencil to avoid mistakes. So we're going to start with the front bodice. So the first thing you need to decide is where you want it to be. From this neckline area, you measure down to where you want the sleeve to start from. So here you can decide on how deep or how shallow you want it to be. So from your neck here, you are going to measure, you can measure 2.5, you can measure 3 inches. So I'm going to measure 2.5 inches. So from this 2.5 inches, you are going to connect to this side. This is your side front. If you measure up to 3 inches, which is 3 inches that you want to use, you are going to connect from these 3 inches to this side. Okay, and making sure that your ruler touches this armhole curve. Okay, you're going to connect straight down like so. So after connecting like this, as you can see, we are going to be creating another armhole. Okay, because by the time we cut out the sleeve, we cannot join it back with a straight line. We're going to be creating something like an armhole. We're going to be creating an armhole effect. So depending on your measurements or the measurement of the person you're making it for, this part might be a little bit wider than this. So what I have here is not up to half inch, it's about 0.25. So whatever you have here, you are going to replace it. But before then, you need to draw a perpendicular line here. You can use your angle 45-degree, and if you do not know how to use 45-degree on your curve ruler or your ruler sets, just use your discretion. You can just gaze it with your eye and just mark a line like this. Do you understand? So whatever you have here, you're going to replace it. Okay, you're going to replace whatever you have here. It's like you're taking out of this part. Okay, this is part of the armhole. Because we are creating a new armhole, you need to replace it back. The first thing you want to do on your neckline, you decide or you determine where you want the sleeve to get to. So here I marked 2.5, here I marked 3 inches. So you can go as high as 1 inch. You just want it to be shallow around this part. So from here you connect to the side front. So from the side front, when you are connecting, you make sure that the line touches this armhole and you connect straight down like this. Next thing we want to do, we are going to replace what you have here. We're going to replace it back. So what we are trying to do is that instead of us having a regular armhole that face out like this, it's going to come the other way around. It's going to come down like this. Because by the time we cut it out, we are going to be attaching the sleeve back to it. And it won't be possible for us to have something like this, since we don't want to have this regular armhole. So instead of having this regular armhole, this is going to be the armhole line, armhole curve together. Do you understand? So now what you have here, you measure it. Mine is not up to half inch. I have about 0.25. Then I'm going to measure it back. So what I have here is what I mark here. So from this point, you now connect back with a curve ruler. Instead of you having your curve ruler placed this way, you're going to place it the other way around. And you're going to connect with a slight curve. Make sure that you place your curve ruler very well. So let me just use the marker. So the reason why this place is not very curvy is because the difference that I have here is not that much. Okay. So after that now, We'll now extend this shoulder. The length of the sleeve you want to have, the length of your preferred sleeve will determine how many inches you use to extend this line. So if it is going to be a longer sleeve, you take your long sleeve length. If it's going to be a short sleeve, you're going to take the sleeve length. So here I'm going to be working with 10 inches. So you can just measure up to 10 inches. You're going to measure up to that 10 inches and you connect. So you're going to have something like this. Then from here, you're going to measure and mark the wideness of the sleeve opening. So let's say you're working with, if you want it to be 6 inches, 7 inches wide, 5 inches, this totally depends on what you want. So 5 inches, I mean the half of the measurement you want to have. So let's say you want it to be 12 inches, that means you're going to measure 6 inches. I just hope you understand. So here I'm just going to mark 6 inches. Okay, so you can either measure and mark or you just extend the line first. So you can do it any which way ever it please you. So after you mark the line, then you measure your 6 inches. Okay, it's still going to be on the same line. So from these 6 inches, you are going to connect back to your new armhole. I'm going to connect like this. Okay, so this is going to be the new armhole. From this upper line, just going to go like this and it's going to turn this way. Okay, so this line, we do not need this line anymore. That will be all for that. So whatever you do for the front, you're going to do the same thing for the back, except that the wideness, the measurement you use here for the front is going to be a bit smaller at the back. Okay, because we are used to have a smaller measurement for the back neckline. Let's just take it once again. On the neckline, you're going to determine the wideness, just like we measure 2.5 here. You can simply measure the 2.5 here as well, or you measure 2 inches. Remember, the back is not as wide as that of the front. Then you're going to connect to the side like this, making sure that your line touches the armhole, your existing armhole line. Okay, you see that? Now, after that, you're going to measure what you have here and you replace it. For you to know where exactly to put the line, you can simply just draw a line like this. So the same process for the front is same for the back. Okay, so after drawing this line, whatever you have here, you measure and you replace it back. So I guess this one is not up to 0.5. So whatever you have, you measure and you connect, create a new curve. Then you determine the length of the sleeve. For the front, we use 10 inches. For the back, you're still going to use 10 inches. Then you're going to connect the sleeve opening, but before that, you're going to draw a line downward like so. Then after the line, you measure the sleeve opening. For the front, we use 6 inches. The back, we're also going to use 6 inches. So from these 6 inches, you connect back to this new curve. You're going to use the new curve, okay? Connect like so. So guys, it is as simple as that. You just have to take the due process. So here is going to be our new line. So a raglan neckline or a raglan sleeve or a raglan bodice, you can simply alter it to whatever you want. You can make it into a shirt, you can make it into a blouse, you can make it into a dress. Just like this one, this is a half scale bodice that is half length. So the down part I can attach a trouser to make it a jumpsuit. The down part I can attach a skirt to make it a dress, and I can extend the length to make a simple blouse. Okay. So the main gist or the main work, the main purpose of the pattern is just this neckline and sleeve. So now we're going to cut the front. The way you cut the front, the same way you are going to cut the back. So watch carefully the way I'm going to be cutting out this pattern. So this is what you're going to have. This is how it's going to look like, as you can see. So do not forget to label the neckline for the front, the neckline for the back, then the sleeve for the front, the sleeve for the back. Okay. So this is what your pattern should look like when you're done. This is for the front. So the sleeve, instead of you having a normal armhole, this is what it's going to look like. So for you to be able to create this sleeve, your front and the back sleeve is going to be together. You are going to have a joining on the shoulder, although the joining is not a must. So after which you are done with everything, you want to tape your front sleeve and your back sleeve together to form a single sleeve pattern. Okay, so this is the raglan sleeve itself, and you automatically have your raglan neckline. So you can either leave it this way and join it, you have a joining on the shoulder. But if you do not want to have a joining on the shoulder, you're going to tape your pattern together like this. So after which you have taped it together, you are going to indicate on this pattern now to now become a single pattern. So you are going to indicate that you are going to be cutting two. That means two for each side. So you're going to tape your pattern together. You're going to have just one sleeve. So it's going to be like this. This side is going to be joined to the front bodice. The other side is going to be joined to the back bodice. So it's going to be like this. And this is going to be here. Okay. So I just hope we are getting what it looks like now. So that'll be all for the pattern drafting. I just hope you understood. If you find it helpful, kindly click on the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to be using this pattern to create something. I don't know yet, probably a top or a shirt. So if you want to make a shirt, let me just explain in case I did not later make a shirt. So if you want to make a shirt, this is going to be the front, right? You're still going to maintain this neckline, because this is like a normal neckline you're going to use, because I use the normal neckline you're going to use for a sleeve. So if you're going to be making a sleeve, you're going to add your placket allowance. Remember that when we want to cut a sleeve, we used to have a placket allowance at the front. That is your 3 inches that you're going to be folding into two to give you a placket of 1 inch wide. You can make it 2 inches and so on. So if you are going to make a shirt, you're just going to extend this front part with about 2 to 2.5 inches, highest 3 inches, to make your placket. It does not affect your neckline. It does not affect your sleeve. So if it's going to be a blouse, you're just going to cut this front pattern on fold. And as for the back pattern, you're going to add your zipper allowance to this side. Okay, and that will be all. So that will be all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, click on the like button, share this video so we can reach as many people as possible. Until we meet again in my next one. Bye bye.